Close that back door, don't want no snake shit around me. Circle only getting smaller, built this thing from the ground. Who built this? Me, that's who. Who put all this shit together, bitch? Me, that's who. Who built this? Me, that's who. Who put all this shit together, bitch? Me, that's who.
In the combat sports world, you either have to be a BFG, a big friendly giant, especially as a heavyweight, IE or EG, Anthony Joshua, Francis Ngannou. Who else? The BP sauce brother. What's his name?
Oh, Bruno.
Bruno.
He's the original.
Yeah, you're either a big dom. No disrespect to them brothers. they would knock me out. But you're either a big dom or you're an ignorant. Yo, I can't stand him. Yeah. If you're not one of them two, you're not a star as a black athlete. Facts.
Love him or hate him.
Show me any man who's in between. Show me any man who's in between. None. There's no star in the combat sports world in between or who can just be himself. That's why Haney's not a star. That's why Shakur Stevenson's not a star. That's why Jerome Boots Ellis is not a star. That's why Errol Spence wasn't a crossover star. That's why I can keep going. That's why Leon's not a star. That's why. Because they are not either a big friendly giant dom or an ignorant personality who pushes poison to the black community. I know it sounds mad still. Mayweather now, they loved Mayweather. They loved Mayweather because he promoted ignorance to the community. Look, he's arguing on... I remember one time he had an argument with his dad on 24/7. Have you ever seen that?
Nah.
You know, to this day, yeah, this is how I know that I've got real energy. You know, I struggle to watch that without, like, when I can't watch it through and feel good. I don't know these people from nowhere, but when I watch it, it bonds me every time how he dealt with his dad. And don't get it twisted, families argue all over this world. That is standard.
But it shouldn't be on, it's not recorded.
Being on camera, that was, and in front of his daughter as well, that kind of bond me. But when I look at, like, HBO, they'll probably say, yo, push that out. A black father and a black son kicking off like that, push that out. You know what I mean? And that was heavily pushed at the time, and that's why he was a star because of his ignorance. Mayweather.
And this is pre Pretty Boy, right?
This is the Money Mayweather era.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because as Pretty Boy Floyd wasn't a star.
Was Jay Prince managing at Pretty Boy, or was it Money Mayweather?
It was Al Heyman at Money Mayweather.
Okay.
Jay Prince was Pretty Boy Floyd and Bob Arum. It was Jay Prince, Bob Arum, and then he went to Al Heyman and became Money Mayweather. And that kind of ignorance sells. Why do you think Broner was a star?
AB, all about billions.
Yeah. Broner was a star because he look at his career. Yeah. Look at Broner's career.
He's destroyed it.
Completely. He'll never come, but he's completely mashed up his career. But that's what is pushed. You can't be a star if you're not one of them two. Haney... Garcia is who he is. Look how he's a star. Yeah. He's who he is. The Mexicans, they're that. It was Dana White said it the other day. Dana White said, because they've opened up a Mexican PI.
Have they actually opened it up now?
It's open right now. And Dana was saying that he was in Mexico and he was on the run to the airport. And he said there was an old shanty kind of town you've got to go through to get to the airport. And there was a playground in the town. And he said they got swings, slides, climbing frames, all the rest of it, yeah? But you know what's bang in the middle of the playground? A boxing ring. That's for kids. So my man's saying, like, these men grow doing this. Yeah. It's like when I was in Thailand, like, part of their school, I think they do 30 minutes a day. Yeah. My man was saying every Thai boy who goes through the Thai system can fight Muay Thai. Yep. Because they're proud of their thing. Yes. So what I'm saying is, Garcia can just be a Mexican American. Look at Canelo. Canelo can barely speak English. And my man's a star. So I'm saying, look at Crawford. And you know what? It's bothering me because Crawford's practically begging Canelo for the fight. I'm like, yo, why is Crawford, right now you're the man? But he's practically begging because to get them big boy paydays, you need a big name.
A name.
And Bod by himself don't do nothing. Even though, and he's an elite boxer, top level boxer.
So I thought they're in comparable weight classes.
Yeah, well, they can mix it up, innit? They can mix it up. Crawford can go up a bit. Canelo can come down a bit. They can mix it up, man.
Okay.
Canelo's gone through everything, man. He started at 154. He's gone through everything.
And what is he at now?
168 and 175. Canelo's running around. Yeah, man.
That's high. And wait a minute. What's Bod at? Bod ain't no weight. What 130?
Bod's but Bod can go between 147, 154.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he can bulk up, because they put a picture up the other day. He's kind of put on a bit of weight. It's not good weight though. Remember, your body can only naturally be healthy at a certain weight. Just because a lot of men that are running around, that's not your weight. So meaning like your body's not comfortable at that weight. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why a lot of men have breathing problems, snoring problems, rare, because the weight your body's at is not the weight it's supposed to be.
Yes.
So Crawford going up even to 160, you're not going to perform the same. You only have to look at Kell Brook, Triple G, ruined his career.
All that will do is provide power. It's not going to. You might have a little bit of a speed advantage, but you're still going to be slower with the extra muscle that you packed on.
Of course, because really, Bod's a 147. Naturally, 147, 154, but them trying to boost him up. But this is what he has to do to get a payday. Because really, he should have 100 million in the bank. If he was acting like Mayweather, he'd have 100 million in the bank.
What is his paydays in? Like, what, 10 mils and all that?
10 mils and that. And that's basically fighting another top athlete. Which is not, I mean, obviously we're sitting down on stream. It's good for us, but for a top level man who spent his whole life getting to the top of the sport, 10 mil against another pound for pound king is nothing.
Yeah.
Mayweather was making 50s, 60s. See what I'm saying? But because he got people to hate him.
Yes.
A lot African Americans, a lot of them was rooting for him. But then a lot of the non-African Americans hated him, which is why one of his things people don't realize, he used to fight on a thing called Cinco de Mayo. You know what that is?
Yes.
Break down what that is for the people, Noble.
That's. I'm sure that's Mexican Independence Day for them.
And it's huge.
Massive.
When Cinco de Mayo goes on, they say that that's the most annual leave taken for the Mexican community in the States. So the reason why Mayweather fought on Cinco de Mayo, and he preferably fought a Mexican fighter, is because he could build up a storyline that people hated him and the Mexicans would all pay, and that's how they'd spend their Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
And that's why Mayweather's paydays were that big, but no one's doing this for the Crawfords. No one's doing this for the Devin Haney's. These mans they're making money, great money, but nothing what they should be.
Should be. Especially in this time where crazy money fights are astronomical numbers are being thrown out for fights and stuff, but it's mainly for the heavier weight classes. But at the same time, like, if the promotion is put into it and they switch up their persona a little some, because it's not working just being themselves. It isn't. They're going to have to do something to be loved or to be hated. Unfortunately, that's the rules and the landscape which has been laid out for these athletes.
It is. Well, for these black, let's get it right, for these black athletes.
Yes.
Anybody else, when you look at a Darren Till, if Darren Till done what Leon did, he would be a mega star.
Yep.
Mega. But what I'm saying is, because Leon's not ignorant, that's why he's not that level of star.
Well, no. Let's
break it down.
Let's give him a bit more credit. I don't think it's just it's the ignorance, because he's not ignorant. It's because his personality isn't one that is very captivating in the
That
most
too.
politest way.
That too.
Like
I agree.
He's not trying to amp the setup, as they say. He ain't pushing boundaries. He isn't saying like risque things. He's just, yo, I'm here to fight, man. Like, but that's it. He's just, what you see is what you get. And some people are, they don't mind the antics, and it's more about, I like what he's doing in the cage. Him outside the cage, yeah, he's boring, but like, he's a good guy, man. He's not killing anybody. He's not hurting anyone. He's not saying any nasty things to anybody like that. He's a professional, and he's coming in, and he's excellent at what he does. Unfortunately, Mark, that's a small percentage of the population.
It's combat sports, Noble. This is combat sports. If you go outside to watch a fight, if you, matter of fact, let me reword this, people. If you was at school and two children were going to fight when you was at school, was it ever two children who liked each other? Was there ever two children who just fought in the school because they liked each other? No, there wasn't. Fighting is something that, to fight, it's a disagreement.
Yes.
When you fight, it's like a last resort.
Yes.
You get physical, because if you walk up to a man in the street and box him in the face, that's assault.
Yes.
So, when you watching fights and they're doing a build-up, when there's bad blood, it will always sell more, because they know that the people are going in there and dislike each other. Mm-hmm. Now, the more of
a certain set, Mark, to a certain
no,
set,
to a the more of a scumbag a man is,
yeah,
the more people want to see him get punched in the face.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's like a Wreck-It Ralph scenario. You've got the man who's busting down the house, and you got the man who's building it back up.
Yes.
So you need that good and bad. It always needs that story.
Yeah, the yin and yang.
Yeah, you always need that good versus bad story to sell a big fight. Now, what I'm saying is, the reason why Leon's last fight was as big as it was because of Colby Covington.
Yeah, the idiot you.
Now we're calling him an idiot, but people tuned in. A lot more people brought that pay-per-view based off of the things he said to Leon.
And
so essentially, he put more money in Leon's pocket. He didn't put more money in his own pocket.
Exactly.
But he put, remember, he's a company man, as he says. He put more money in Leon's pocket because he sold the fight. Now, whether we agree or not, he sold the fight. Now, what I'm saying is, in an ideal world, you should be able to line up 10 people of the same weight class who have trained for how many years doing a particular combat sport, put them in a league of some sort, and the last man standing is the best in the world and the highest paid.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. You have to sell the fight.
Yes.
And what I'm saying is, as a black man, you either need to be ultra aggressive and ignorant, or soft enough that they can say, he's like that brother from the Green Mile. Look at that guy in the Green Mile. He was big, fit, strong, could have probably licked down everything. But he was a big dum-dum. So you either need to be that Frank Bruno, or you either need to be that Floyd Mayweather to be a star. To be a star. There's no in-between, none. Now, as a non-black man, a Darren Till is not a big dum-dum, and he's not a uber ignorant guy. However, if he won the belts like Leon did, he would be a megastar, not only in Britain, but in Europe. Look at that Spanish brother, Ilia Topuria. Look, all the president met him. All the president of Spain met him.
And
he's not even Spanish. He only just got his thing when he won the world championship.
See it there?
Real Madrid brought him out on the pitch. You know why? Because he's waving that Spanish flag on the global stage.
Yes.
Now, what I'm trying to say to you is the black men don't have that. Nah. Even them African brothers. Let's keep it real. Le Predator is claiming France. Le Predator is claiming France.
No, he's not.
He is, Noble, man. Le Predator is a French word.
Yeah, because
what does it mean in his country's word?
well, they speak French in this country. That's why he speaks French. That's why.
Oh, okay. I'll give you that one then.
Cameroon's, it was colonized by the Francais, isn't it? You know what I mean? The Franco idiots. Unfortunately, that's how it goes down, man. He ain't repping no Parisian flag. You see him with that Cameroonian flag?
No. He's a very proud, but he fits into the criteria of he's gonna sound like I'm going at him, but I gotta keep it real. He fits into the Frank Bruno criteria. When they interview him, they're not talking about now what he's doing. They're talking about when he had to swim with shark-infested waters. And yo, move on from that storyline now.
Well,
because he's a BFG, Noble. AJ's a BFG. That man there, the second AJ spoke something real, he lost 1 million fans. Come on, man. These men are BFGs. It's just a fact. You either need to be super ignorant or a BFG. That's it. And Le Predator is a BFG. AJ is a BFG.
So what you're saying then is coming up soon is going to be the battle of the BFGs?
Yeah. Their face-off thing was boring. It was boring. So let's actually...
This episode is sponsored by Supreme of the UK. Click the link in the description and support the broadcast.